can you address whether the president was involved in any of his son, Hunter, or his brother's foreign business dealings?
So look, there's a little bit of interesting, kind of on-brand thinking here.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about CBS News finally confirming that the Hunter Biden laptop story is in fact real. They've verified the laptop, and now they say, oh, remember that story we told you 2 years ago was fake and it was Russian disinformation? Remember that story? Well, now we're going to say that it's real. Now, I don't know what's the point of doing this right now. I mean, if you had a brain in your head back in October of 2020, you knew the story was real because there was pictures and videos of this guy on a laptop smoking crack, sending emails, all types of stuff. It was on a laptop. We knew it was real back then. It was a scandal. It was a scam. It was a scheme to prevent that laptop from impacting the election. That's what it was, because if all the major news outlets say, hey, you know what, this is real, the Democratic presidential nominee's son is a crackhead, and he might be using political influence to get money all over the world, that could have made him lose, because the election was very close in certain states. It was like 20,000 votes here, 20,000 votes there. That could have changed the whole election, and those votes could have been there if not for the media suppressing this kind of information. Now, before I go any further into it, there's a video from CBS, and of course I'll link to it in the box, but let's go ahead and watch it to see what's happening here.
And as Republicans take control of the House, Hunter Biden, the president's son, will be a target for investigations. And that means data from a laptop reported to belong to Biden could be crucial to the investigatory process. CBS News has obtained its data not through a third party or political operative, but directly from the source, who told us they provided it to the FBI under subpoena. And we commissioned an independent forensic review to determine its authenticity. Senior investigative correspondent Catherine Harris joins us now with what we found. Catherine, I'm very interested. Good morning.
Good morning, Tony. These House Republican investigations are coming, and that could be a challenge for the White House as we head into 2023 and 2024. The laptop data we had analyzed showed no evidence it was faked or tampered with.
Digital forensic investigator Mark Lanterman was previously a member of a Secret Service.
You know, this guy, I mean, look, when I see this guy, when I see this whole production, this whole charade, I'm thinking about the woman that got caught in Florida doing fake sign language. You're just there to be some kind of guy. It's like, okay, his name is Mark XYZ person. He has on the suit, pair of glasses, professional hairstyle, clean shave. Okay, he must know what he's talking about. But anybody with a brain, like, it doesn't take a guy like this to understand that the laptop is in fact real. It doesn't take all that. So this whole thing is a sham, a complete just dog and pony show. And it's embarrassing that they think Americans are so silly and are so ignorant that we can't recognize what's happening right in front of our very faces. Okay, we see what's going on here.
Electronic Crimes Task Force.
There was one thing that got my attention, and that was a voicemail.
Dad, I called to tell you I love you. I love you more than the whole world, pal.
Man, okay, so the voicemail caught his attention, or is the voicemail something that could humanize Joe Biden so the general public would have leniency on his crackhead son and Joe Biden himself? This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Gotta get some help.
That voicemail, apparently from Joe Biden during his son Hunter's drug addiction, is one of many findings Lanterman used to authenticate what is believed to be Hunter Biden's laptop data.
You're confident, based on your analysis, this is Hunter Biden's data and that it's real?
Yes.
This Delaware computer shop is where the laptop's backstory begins. Their records indicate in April 2019, Hunter Biden took his laptop in for repair, but never paid.
Now, are they going to bring the laptop repair guy on? Because he's been doing interviews. He's been in the news for the past couple of years, or at least the past year he's been in the news. So are they going to bring him on or no? They want to humanize Joe Biden and Hunter Biden with that personal kind of heartfelt voice message, but are they going to bring that guy on that's the actual repair shop owner?
After 90 days, the store considered it abandoned. Then in December 2019, the FBI subpoenaed the store's owner to turn over the computer and a portable drive of its data.
Whatever happened to Hunter?
During the 2020 election, versions were widely shared by Republican operatives, including Rudy Giuliani.
We have the entire hard drive.
But questions were raised about whether additional files were added to those versions.
Now, the thing about the whole Rudy Giuliani thing, see, I think what happened was the repair shop owner gave a copy to him and also gave a copy to the FBI because maybe he knew the FBI would kind of sit on it and not do anything with it, but he wanted it to get out there. I think it might have been to give it to the FBI first and then nothing happened. And then here comes Giuliani. Because the feds had it in 2019, nothing happened. So Giuliani got it in 2020. That's when things started to happen because he put it out there to the public. The whole time the FBI have it and do nothing with it, and they probably wouldn't have done anything with it. You probably would not know about it at all if not for the fact that others had it and they forced it to go public and they forced it to get a lot of eyes from regular everyday people.
Then candidate Biden labeled the laptop controversy disinformation.
What he's accusing me of is a Russian plant.
CBS News approached the lawyer for the computer repair shop owner to cut through the noise.
So they're never going to bring on the repair shop owner. They ain't going to mention his name. Okay, I see it. Like, we see kind of what's going on here. Like, even in this report, when they're trying to say that the laptop is real and it's authenticated, they're giving a watered down, whitewashed version of the actual events that went on, of the actual story. So this story is in itself disinformation, in my humble opinion.
We've always had one clean copy.
And obtained a copy of what he says they provided the FBI under subpoena. Then we went to Minneapolis for an independent analysis.
Were you paid by CBS or anyone else to analyze the data?
No.
No.
I wouldn't want anyone to think that someone bought our opinion.
Around the corner, it'll lead you to...
No, I would never think that. You appear to be the most scrupulous guy in the whole world. I would never think that you had your opinion purchased by CBS News. Never.
What we call our imaging room.
Lanterman and his son, Sean, both digital forensic experts, recovered images of credit cards, a driver's license, social security number.
Just the sheer volume of what we're dealing with, it would be difficult, if not impossible, to fabricate.
And explained how files built up over years.
It accumulated over time, which is consistent with normal, everyday use of a computer.
There's some reporting about folders being added.
We have read these articles. We don't see that. So I believe that that's because we have a more pristine copy.
The laptop and its contents have fueled
a pristine copy. Check it out, though. The thing about it is, you see Hunter Biden on there smoking crack. You see his face. You hear his voice. You see him. It's not like it's just an email or a Photoshop picture. There's videotape. There's video. It's hard to doctor video like that. That's not really a thing you could do that well. Okay? And people weren't really trying to say that Hunter Biden wasn't a crackhead. Oh, he was going through an addiction. The laptop was real. We all knew it back in 2020.
Republican interest in Hunter Biden's business ventures.
Hunter Biden was working with Chinese nationals.
They say this May 2017 email outlining a proposed business deal with a Chinese energy firm is one reason why they have questions about whether President Biden benefited.
We're prepared to subpoena Hunter Biden. We would certainly.
One thing I've not heard so far in this video is the whole 10% for the big guy thing that was on the laptop that we knew about in 2020. October 2020, right before the election, we knew about the whole 10% for the big guy thing. So are they going to mention that here? Are they going to bring on the repair shop owner? Are they going to bring on a guy like Giuliani? Are they going to bring on anybody like that who has been falsely accused of pushing disinformation? Let's see if they do that.
Certainly hope that he would want to come before the committee and clear his name.
Two of Hunter Biden's former business partners, including Tony Bobulinski, who received the email, told CBS News the 10 held by H for the big guy is shorthand for 10% held by Hunter for his father.
There we go. I'm glad they mentioned that at least.
After the email became public in 2020, the author of the email told the Wall Street Journal Joe Biden was not involved. The author has not responded to CBS News' questions. Mr. Biden has consistently denied knowledge of his son's work or financially benefiting from it.
I've never spoken to my son about his overseas business.
Last month, Senator Chuck Grassley wrote this letter alleging bank records and financial data showed that Hunter Biden and the president's brother profited from a $5 million wire from a company connected to CEFC, the Chinese energy firm.
They're going to look at every part of the Joe Biden administration.
Doug High is a Republican strategist.
A lot of this is also going to be aggressive on Hunter specifically. We're going to hear a lot about the laptop. Who profited? Was the law broken? Was it not broken?
Now, I'm going to just pause right here. They're talking about doing an investigation into Hunter Biden and the laptop. I don't think it'll go anywhere. I hope that it will go somewhere, but I don't think so. If anything, Hunter would get in trouble, but not Joe Biden. And it's crazy that Joe put his own boy out there to take these arrows and spears from the general public and from the law enforcement officers. But it is what it is. You know, you make a bad decision, you get a bad consequence like this.
Specifically, we're going to hear a lot about the laptop. Who profited? Was the law broken? Was it not broken?
After 2 years of scrutiny, the laptop has not produced evidence President Biden directly benefited from his son's business deals.
Come on, be for real. Like, you know what? If this was Donald Trump and let's say Trump Jr., Eric Trump, or even Ivanka or something like that, this wouldn't even be, they wouldn't jump through all kind of hoops talking about, oh, there's no evidence for this, there's no evidence for that. They would just say, well, this proves that Trump is corrupt. He needs to go to prison, and let's bring him up on charges, do whatever we can to get him out of the way. That's what they would say if this was Trump and his family, for sure. But because it's Biden and his family, and he is the golden goose of the Democratic Party right now, they wouldn't be as kid-gloved and hands-off as possible. All right, so there we have it. CBS News finally comes out and says that the laptop is, in fact, real, but they jumped through every hoop possible to let you know that, oh, it's not quite what they're saying. They're not able to prove everything. Everything that we thought about the laptop and Hunter and Joe is, from my point of view and from the viewpoints of pretty much anybody with a brain and a pair of eyes who is not just totally blinded by their party affiliation, we can all see that the things that were alleged are true. We knew the laptop was real back in October of 2020, and here we are, November 2022, and they're just now saying, oh yeah, it's correct. After the presidential election, after the 2022 midterm elections, now we're going to say it's true. This was a disgrace to journalism. It's a disgrace to the American people. It's a disgrace to the political system. And this is the exact reason why people are starting to distrust mainstream media, and they flock toward people like myself and many others in the alternative media space. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about this story? How do you feel about the mainstream media trying to make you think that you're just crazy for believing that this laptop was real from the very beginning? And then when they come out and say that it's legitimate and that they were wrong to accuse you of being a Russian spy or whatever, and they still don't want to say the exact truth. Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys pretty much know where I'm at. This was pretty embarrassing for the American people, for the mainstream media. This was a new low, okay? I mean, I think it can't get any lower, and then it just get lower. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.